Hello, my beloved Arsenal fans all over the world. You're welcome. So let's do a quick preview for the Champions League game that is coming up tomorrow. That will be Slavia Prague versus Arsenal. So if this is the first time you're watching us on this channel, do well to hit on the subscribe button, like the video. That is the only way you can support us on this channel. So thank you as you do so. So tomorrow Arsenal will be playing Slavia Prague in the Champions League, and in today's training there were a couple of SMTs in the Arsenal training, the likes of Victor Gyökeres and Kepa Arrizabalaga, adding to the ones we already have in terms of Noni Madueke, Martin Odegaard, Martinelli, Kai Havertz, and Gabriel Jesus. So in the preview we did in the Burnley game, when Gyökeres was taken off from the first half, and during the post-match conference, Arteta said he felt something. So I said in that review that I am hoping that the injury is not a serious one, and I also said that it will be even better if we leave him out of the Champions League game tomorrow, in that Burnley review we did after the match, so that he'll be able to have a proper rest, and then probably we'll have him back for the weekend game against Sunderland. So I'm hoping probably Victor Gyökeres will not play tomorrow. Mikel Merino can fill in for that position, because we've done that in a couple of games coming from last season, where we had no striker, and Mikel Merino was put in to fill in that position. So we can be able to do that tomorrow, and it's quite okay for us. So I'm not worried about that. Also, Zubimendi was put out of that Burnley game also. We were surprised that we saw him in training today also, so it's a good one. But however, I think he picked up a yellow card in the last Champions League game, and so we'll be having him miss the game tomorrow against Slavia Prague because he's on suspension, and it's quite okay. He can rest. The Slavia Prague game, even though it's an important game for us to pick up the points we need to pick up from these games, so that we can be in the first, we can be as the first 8 teams in the group stage that will not be able to play playoff in the next round, which is what we are targeting. I think the players we have can do a good job, the likes of Nogard, and can fill in that position perfectly well, because we trust in all our players. And Declan Rice tomorrow also, probably for me, I would say he should be left out of the game. Reason being that if he picks up a yellow card tomorrow in that Slavia Prague game, he's going to miss the next Champions League game against Bayern Munich, and that will be after the international break. And then we will not want to risk him in that kind of situation. The Slavia Prague game is important, I think, but the Bayern Munich one is more important in this Champions League phase. So we'll prefer we leave him out of that game tomorrow, so that he will be able to play the Bayern game. We have the likes of Eze that can play the 8, Ethan Nwaneri can play the 10. So these 3 guys can do a good cover for us in that aspect, in terms of the midfield. And if need be, Max Doman is there, Saka is there, Leandro Trossard is there, Merino is there. So we can do with the squad we have for now. So that's my own take. But irrespective of that, Mikel Arteta knows best, and he's the manager, and I'm just stating my own opinion. So for the likes of Kepa, who we didn't see in training today, probably if he's not available, Raya can step in, because I was looking at it from the aspect of probably Mikel Arteta might feature him in the game tomorrow against Slavia Prague. But it's all well and done. So let's see how Mikel Arteta is going to set up the team tomorrow. So I think there's a couple of good news also for our players returning from injury, the likes of Noni Madueke, Zubimendi, Kai Havertz. So that will be after the international break. We are hoping to have them back. And the likes of Gabriel Jesus, I think that will be December period. Martinelli will be back also if he doesn't play Slavia Prague game and the Sunderland game. Hopefully after the international break, he will be back fully. So Kepa also probably, I don't think is that serious, but I know after the international break, we will have all our players back outside Gabriel Jesus. I think, or let's just say give it ending of November, we'll have all our players fully fit and back, and outside Gabriel Jesus. So that will be a good one for the team in general. So it's okay. So let's see what Arteta will do with the team is going to set up tomorrow for that game against Slavia Prague. And then we are hoping the boys will put up a good performance, just as we did in the Carabao Cup against Brighton, changing our first 11 and putting the second 11. But if Arteta don't want to do that, he can do a mix-up with the first 11 and the second 11. And we'll be able to have a decent game and a decent performance for the game tomorrow. Okay, so that's all we have for now for the team, and hoping to see you guys tomorrow after the match for a post-match review, and we'll talk about the game more. And there are a couple of interesting games tomorrow in the Champions League. I think Real Madrid is playing Liverpool, and then Bayern Munich is playing PSG, and other couple of interesting games. So you can do well to follow up those games also. Okay, so we'll see you guys tomorrow after the game. So if this is the first time, like I said, you're watching us on this channel, do well to hit on the subscribe button, like the video, so the algorithm can help us push the video to other Arsenal fans all over the world that can subscribe to the channel and also support us on this channel. Okay, thank you as you do so. See you guys. Bye.